In number 2, it says draw triangles under the conditions described. A triangle has a side length of 5 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Draw 2 non-identical triangles that satisfy these conditions and explain why your triangles are not identical. So I have drawn a line that is 5 and a line that is 6 centimeters. And now I'm going to take this line and I'm going to rotate it so that it matches up at the end points. And then I can connect those two corners with another line, creating a triangle. That would be my first one. But then I can change that triangle to create a second one with the same measurements. Oh, let's see here. And I'm going to rotate it even more so that my angle opens up wider. And now if I were to connect these, I have a completely different triangle. So choose how wide you're going to create this angle in the corner, and that will impact this side length over here. And so then you can have two different triangles. And the reason why they are not identical is because two side lengths is not enough criteria to guarantee identical triangles. B says a triangle has a length of 7 centimeters and an opposite angle of 45 degrees. Draw two non-identical triangles that satisfy these conditions and explain why they are not identical. So I need two angles that add up together so that when I have that 45 included, they all add up to 180. So the two angles need to add up to 135. So I'm going to do one that's 100 over here, and then one that's 35 on the other side. So 100 gets a mark, and then over here we're going to put one at 35. It's the acute angle, so make sure you use the correct 35. Okay, and then we're going to draw a line connecting those. I'm going to use a different color so that way you can identify. So that one goes up to 1/3 or 100, and this one goes to ooh, that's going to be a big triangle. To 35. So we just keep going. And then if we check, this angle up at the top should be 45 degrees. If I scoot it in there and line it up on the line, you can see it crosses at 45 right there. So that's one triangle that we could use. Now let's do the other one. We can do 60 and then change the other angle so that when we add it, it makes it up to 135. So put a mark at like 60 here. Oops. And then on this side, to get to 135 with 60, we will have to have 75. So if we put a mark at 75 here. And then when those intersect, I don't know if this is going to work here. Let's see. Nope. So I'm just going to sketch because my ruler thing is not working. But when those eventually cross, it will create a 45-degree angle at the top. So you'll need a ruler for the first part, and then you will need a protractor for the second part. Your reasoning for why this is not identical is because one side length and one angle is not enough criteria to form identical triangles.